So let me jump right in. You have white evangelicals like Kenneth Copeland laughing, Paula White praying, summoning African angels or angels from Africa, some other pastor in California crying and weeping, saying Trump is this, he's not that, Biden's not that, he's this. I mean, it's really disturbing. And what's crazy is these people are doing all this falling out, going to places where votes are being counted, laying on the ground, praying for the election results to not be what they already are, in order to support a blatant, open racist, sexist, xenophobe. These are not people who care about black folks. Period. Full stop. And it's just insane to me that this white supremacy masquerading as Christianity is something that anybody would take seriously. Like, there's no way that you can say that. I mean, and it's not just like Trump has these views and values, which he doesn't. The man said 2 Corinthians. He's not even a Christian, but it doesn't matter because they use him as a tool. They wield him as an instrument to accomplish the things that they want, which are things that continue to marginalize other people groups. So all you black folks who think they love you anyway because you go to their church, you sing their songs, and you're friends with them, when it comes to issues like this, when it comes down to things that really affect your life, when it comes to police violence, when it comes to militarized communities of color, when it comes to things that really deal with our equity and our equality and our decency and our respectability and our fairness of life, they are absent. They are silent on those things because they don't care. And so I really want to hopefully spread this word so you all can divest from their communities, divest from their churches, divest from their racist, bigoted, religious movements that are masquerading as Christianity, because that's not what they are. At least in my interpretation of what Christianity is. You love all people. You protect all people. You do what's right by all people. You do not espouse these horrible ideas and people who do harm to people. I don't have to go down the litany of things that Trump has done. We all know he's a racist. We all know he's a man that was married 3 times and cheated on all his wives. We all know he paid women for sex. We all know he's accused of multiple cases of sexual assault. But they don't just say he's going to give us what we want. They talk about him being chosen, like God picked him. And this kind of lunacy, like God's going to intervene in the election when people have already cast their ballots saying, we don't want this fool anymore. And it would seem to me that decent people, loving people, caring people, you don't even have to be a Christian, would be concerned about how other people in this country are telling you we feel. We are so, most of us, relieved that he's not going to be in office, that he's not going to be putting in policies and executive orders that hurt people, that harm people, that separate children from their parents. They don't even know where some of the parents are at this point in time. But y'all want to tout these issues talking about abortion, and you don't give a flip what happens to the person after they're born. You want to talk abortion. You want to talk about marriage equality. Look, if you don't believe in gay marriage, don't marry somebody of the same sex. But you don't have the right to police what other people do with their lives. And you use these talking points. You use these narratives to kind of manipulate black folks into saying you need to be over here with us, when really all you care about is power and control and protecting your way of life. You are the same people who would have had slaves and said what the Bible says. You are the same people who didn't believe in mixing races because the Bible says. You are the same people who have continued to marginalize and adversely affect black people in order to promote your own agenda, your own purpose, and your own mission. So I'm telling y'all, black folks, white people who care, leave these people alone. I ain't never felt like Paula White cared about black people. Ever. Ever. And I think that's evident now. Kenneth Copeland, he's an idiot. Period. Like, these people are crazy. And they are either racist or complicit. Either way, they are perpetuating the things that harm us. And y'all need to divest from them now. Leave them alone. Stop going to their churches and their conferences and doing all the things that you do with them, thinking that they actually love you, because they don't care about you. Period.